Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy X. We have just finished our excursion into the Djose temple, and it seems that we're all ready to go, but Yuna isn't. And there's a couple of treasure chests in here as well that we need to grab. So we're first going to run over to this room here. And in here, there is a treasure chest there on your right, so you're going to want to grab that. A Mega Phoenix, a really important item to gather up throughout the game. And basically, Yuna has just been sending the dead all night, so that is basically the reason why we're all ready, and she is not. So if she's not in this room, we're going to have to run over to the opposite side of the Cloister of Trials and check on her. And I thought that was the person you could speak to, but they don't do anything. And then you just quickly collect a remedy in that treasure chest.
She was working until dawn, healing the wounded, sending the fallen.
Okay, I guess I'll just let her sleep for now then.
Yuna is just, she's so good. She's such a good, kind person. And then what's funny is that they just speed up her little animations here.
Don't worry.
She's in a rush.
But it's morning. I'm so sorry. I'll get ready right away. Just a moment.
Don't worry. It's okay.
And I realize I forgot one treasure chest, but we have to kind of finish the cutscene here.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Really, there's no rush. Here, your hair.
A summoner with bad hair. What's the world coming to?
You could have woken me up.
We called to you, but with all that snoring.
What is it today? Everyone's picking on me. Oh, you too, Sir Orin?
Once Lady Yuna fixes her hair, we leave.
But yeah, it's a very sweet scene of levity, given we just had very intense
like that in a long time. It was only later that I
scenes from earlier.
realized. The only one really laughing then was me. Laughing must have been the only thing keeping them going.
And then with that concluded, we can go back into the temple. We're going to just quickly speak to Lizu or Gata, whichever one this is. Gata.
With Lizu gone?
Yeah. It'd be hard fighting alone, wouldn't it?
Most of the other Crusaders have already left. I'll go soon. I heard you're leaving too. Good luck. I hope we meet again someday. I heard you're leaving too.
And just grab this item here, an ether. Or ether. Never knew how to pronounce that properly. But yeah, we're leaving the Djose temple now and continuing on with the pilgrimage. Just make sure you talk to some of the soldiers and priests as you leave, because they always give you some sort of item. But yeah, the Crusaders obviously just being like, having left the teaching behind, and they're just distraught, so they're trying to rejoin the faithful. But as Orin said in the last game, you had Maesters of Yevon all at the
Off so early?
Operation Mihan.
Lady Yuna,
They were the only
must
ones
be
not wounded,
exhausted after
so it's a
working
kind
so
of
hard
a
last night. Will you be
propaganda
okay?
scheme,
I feel
Those that
that I
went
have
against Yevon all
rested
died,
enough,
so
but
it's
thank you
complicated.
for
It's
your
definitely
kindness.
complicated.
Will you be leaving too? Yes, for
First we cross the Moonflow, and then we head north in search of chocobos to replace those we have lost.
Once we find chocobos, our mounted forces will ride again.
Huh? Aren't you missing someone?
Captain! Wait for me!
Poor Clasco, he's always left behind.
You expect me to keep up with a chocobo?
Lady Yuna, I wish you good fortune. Elma, Clasco, let's go.
Ma'am,
Hey, can I just rest a sec?
no complaints.
Now, there's going to be a dramatic cut here
Where to next?
because I basically
We
thought
crossed
that
the
I could
Moonflow.
run back to
Gotcha.
recollect the missing
Moonflow,
Abed
baby, here we come.
primer, but I couldn't, so I'm going to basically run to this screen, and then basically there was 15 minutes where I ran all the way back and got a couple of levels and such, and fought a bunch of things, but yeah, I ended up just cutting back to back when I was entering the Moonflow. There's basically no way back for the moment, so the real thing is to just continue on and progress until an episode further on, which is literally going to be like a world tour of Sphera again to collect certain collectibles. So yeah, I just was basically rushing back just to get back to the Moonflow there. Or the Djose High Road towards the Moonflow. And yeah, I'm basically cutting out random encounters in between, except for like the first of each type. So here we have like a hornet, a shell, and a wolf. So Tidus tackles the wolves, Orin or Kimari tackles the shells, and Rocket tackles the hornets or the flying creatures. It all kind of becomes a tiny bit monotonous every single time. But the swapping them all in and out so they all get levels is good. But yeah, I mean, critical hits with Kimari is just like so strong. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, as I say, in the running down to try and get the Albert Primer, I got a couple of steer levels there.
Good day, everyone. We can all learn a lesson from what has happened to the Crusaders. Only the truly faithful have a hope of defeating sin. I'm thinking of going to Guadalsalam. I have not
And here
spoken
is
with
exactly
Guado for some time.
like that idea. It's like now to all the faithful, they're so vindicated in the fact that like people who went against the teachings and trying to use Machina to defeat sin were utterly devastated, and now it's like the villagers now have an argument where it's see, we said not to do this, and this is the just reward. But yeah, again, it's just a slightly different layout. We've ice flans, so Lulu's magic for the flans. Kimari's, there to steal some stuff, and eventually get around to Orin to kill the final creature. None of these mobs are really dangerous or difficult, just because we've been steadily leveling as we go.
Farewell. No time to waste. Let's go.
Yeah, here we have those two Ronso from before. And yeah, Lord Ochu, as in it's not Lord Ochu, but like an Ochu enemy is now just a standard encounter now. So it's showing how far we progressed, going from a mini boss in Killica Woods to now a proper boss Um, and obviously fire, very, very effective. Yuna just needs to get a turn, so we'll just heal a small bit. We'll just literally let everyone else get a turn and then continue with Lulu to spam fire up. That's basically the trick. And then let Lulu back in for some fire. Or Fira, Fira. One risk here, if you attack him when he's on low health, you can do multiple different status ailments. So like Confusion, Silence, Darkness, Poison. But yeah, he's one of the more challenging enemies, so sort of leave in a battle with him.
Look! One of Kimari's friends looks just like him.
What?
Both follow summoners on all fours. Hornless goatlings. Hornless! Hornless! You come to insult Kimari? Wrong. We come to warn little Kimari. Summoners disappear, never return. Next will be Kimari's summoner. Poor Kimari lost his horn, next lose his summoner. Pitiful Kimari, howl alone, howl alone.
Do those two got something against you? What? They were just picking on you?
Kimari will deal with them.
And I'll help.
Kimari alone.
But,
It's Kimari's problem. We can't interfere. It's a rule.
I'm worried.
Let the Ronso deal with Ronso problems, yeah? That's how it's always been.
I mean, I'm worried about those summoners disappearing.
They aren't just disappearing into thin air.
hey, if we Guardians do our job, no problem, right?
Oh.
Confident.
Yeah.
Lulu, we've every right to be confident. We're so strong. But yeah, so the summoners are disappearing. And it's evidently a problem, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I mean, the mobs are generally either an Ochu, a Hornet, a Shelly creature, or whatever, so... Nothing too much to say, really. What is interesting is that now we have Belgamina. It's going to be an awesome summon battle.
meet again. I heard you took part in Operation Mihin. You've seen that Machina aren't the answer. In the end, only summoners can hope to defeat Sin.
I find
You are
her
right.
battles always like
I must
super,
train
super
harder.
interesting.
I can help with that, if you like. I propose a contest of aeons. A friendly contest, of course.
I'm ready.
I don't know why you would
That's
ever
the
pass up.
spirit.
You know,
But
ever
before
pass up.
we begin, I have healed your aeons. Well, shall we?
And this is our new Aeon, Ixion, that I have summoned yet.
Call whichever aeon you want.
So, summoning Balfour again. It's just one of my favorites. So, in hindsight, I probably should have just been using Black Magic Water since he is a Thunder Aeon, like an Elemental Aeon. I don't know why I use Sonic Wings, he's immune to delay, like so. Just being a bit silly, but it's not going to have any impact on the end result of this battle. But yeah, and the main thing I should have learned is that Elemental Fiends, or Fiends, Aeons, enemies, yeah, so just hit them with elemental stuff and we should be fine. And then I think I didn't realise, because I hadn't been using the Aeons that much, just how powerful the Overdrives are. Massive overkill, and I got another achievement for that. Dealing quad 9 damage gets you an achievement or a trophy or a team reward, whatever you call them. But beating Belgamina gives us such a bonus for our Aeons. They're basically able to now learn new abilities,
You bested me fairly.
spells, etc.
Here, your prize. Go on, take it.
So with the Summoner Souls, you're able to use items to gain new abilities, which is quite cool. So you collect different items like bomb fragments and all the different stuff that we've been stealing with Kamari, and your Aeons can learn new abilities, which is quite cool. So basically, yeah, it's the same as like item. Like, yeah, you just use the items, and you know, once you've learned the ability, it'll grey out. If you can't learn the ability because you don't have enough items, it'll be greyed out. And if you can learn it, it'll be in white.
Till next time, Yuna.
And we will look forward to the next time we meet you, as always, Belgamina. So, a little bit of leveling up time. Oran tends to have a lot of empty nodes, but that's because many of his stat nodes are 3s and 4s. Like, he just has very, very good stat increases. So that's why there's so many kind of empty nodes around a lot of his stats. And Yuna's getting more magic and more agility. And then eventually learn Shell, which is a really powerful spell to reduce all magical damage. When Kamari is just continuing down. He's now learned Luck, so he has the opposite of Jinx. So he can now increase the party's luck and lower the enemy side's luck. So really both ends, we can really maximize the chance to get crits by a lot. And Roxas just getting lots of agility, lots of evasion, lots of, lots of stats for him, which is great. Walk has now learned Dark Buster, so some enemies, the more we go into the game, some enemies are resistant to having darkness and silence applied to them, but Dark Buster is for 1 turn, but almost always, inflicts the status condition, which is great. And eventually, when I get the controller working, we're going to move Lulu now, and as I say, learning more evasion, learning more MP, and we're actually going to use a magic sphere to give her a massive boost to her magical strength, which is great. Check, with that leveling done, we're going to just continue on our merry way. But we're going to just teach Valifor all the different stat raising skills. And all of them no shock, no tide, no frost. So really useful that we've been getting Kamari to be stealing. And like I was debating for a long time whether to do silence attack, I was going in and out, in and out, in and out. But yeah, and just as I say, I had tons of electro marbles and stuff, so just teaching them all the tier 1 spells for elemental diversity. It's pretty good. And as I say, as is often the case with the sphere grid, you just finish leveling everybody up, and then you go into one little battle, and everyone levels up again. So, again, Kamari's just speeding up in agility, and the characters are getting fairly strong, to be fair. I summoned Ixion there just to defeat Ochu slightly quicker, because obviously he's immune to all status effects, so he can just take a lot more damage. But as is the life of Final Fantasy X, we're just running towards that little red arrow. We finally reached the Moonflow. A really, like, graphically pretty area.
This is the Moonflow.
These are moon lilies.
They say that clouds of fireflies gather here when night falls.
The entire river glows like a sea of stars.
Really? Hey, I got an idea!
We're not waiting till nightfall.
And
Man,
unit
once we
glitches out
beat
of fucking
Sin, we're
existence
coming back.
again. Ah, it's so annoying. Yeah, when we come back. I think it's wild how weirdly the graphics glitch in this game. And then she's fine. It's so strange. But yeah. This area just super pretty with the fireflies and the like dusk like sunset.
Hey, we better hurry or we'll miss the shoe puff.
Shoe puff? That's some kind of boat?
Yeah, sort of. Moseying on along.
Whoa! What the? Whoa!
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a shoe puff. Big, elephanty, dinosaur-y.
This is a shoe puff.
Whoa! Let's ride! Come on, let's go!
All right, we board soon as we ready, huh?
Oh, Walker, at your service.
The question is, does he have anything good? He does. So he has an 8% strength weapon.
Shoe puffs! I haven't ridden one in so long.
What? You've been on one of these?
Well, just once. 10 years ago, with Kimari. Remember?
Shoe puff shook, Yuna fall in water. Shoe puff scoop up Yuna with long nose. Yuna jump in 3 more times for fun. Kimari worried.
Whoops.
Yuna had fun. Kimari happy.
If you go over to this screen, you have a save point and a cutscene.
So it's bad idea, yes.
Please, we beg of you.
Impossible! Impossible!
What's wrong?
This guy won't let our chocobo on the shoe puff.
Ah, it is kind of big.
It's just not fair.
He does have a point, though.
So what? We just leave him behind?
Hey, I didn't say that, just...
It is no good. We will have to find another way. We will find a ford where we can cross on foot.
Yes, Captain Sir.
But that'll take days.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh boy.
That's our captain.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Those words stayed with me. I wonder how Captain Lucille is doing.
I really like how all the minor characters have like massive impacts to the story as well. Like, those little scenes that like drive character development. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. We're going to save here, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Okay, thanks for listening, and I'll see you at the next part. Have a good one.